life evolves, the world evolves. Why wouldn't our business?
Yeah,
It can't stay the same.
Yeah, especially
or it
through
fails.
size, industry change. I mean, there's so many reasons why it should change. And it's up to you as the leader to like recognize when that change needs to happen.
100%.
Why did you fail? What do you think the reasons?
Preparation.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I was carrying guilt around because Corey was having to take care of me financially, physically, all the things. So I was like, I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to take care of us financially, you know. Did not work out, by the way, back then. And I ended up spending a lot more money because, you start a business and you're like, well, I can do this for nothing. And that's not really how it works. So I failed financially. I didn't plan well. I was hiring people without giving them a job, if that makes sense. So I was like, I need this done, but I didn't manage them because I was so busy over here trying to build a business. And I just said, go do this. And guess what? It wasn't getting done, and I wasn't checking in on it. So I was wasting all this money. So it was kind of a spiral, and I didn't really figure it out until a couple years later.
What industry was that in?
Tech.
Okay. And then what?
Tech and marketing.
Got it. When you figured it out, did you wind down the business, or did you just change the way you were doing things?
I restructured everything. And recently I just restructured again, which I feel like every restructure is just like feels so good. My first restructure didn't feel like it felt as good because I'd failed so hard. But I restructured, came back, failed a little bit more, but I actually started making money, but still was failing quite a bit. And then, it's like I just kept restructuring and like getting better and better. Every year I feel like, okay, this year I'm really so much better than I was last year. Like I'm there, and then the next year I'm like, last year I sucked, but I'm really good this year. So that's kind of how like it's progressed, for me.
That's interesting you say that. Like it's you look at where you are today. 4 years ago, if 4 years ago you look at where you are today, you would be like, holy cow, like she's made it. But like where you are today, you're like, oh, I'm not there yet. It's just so weird how that works. Or it's like you're never going to reach that point where you've made it. But to your point, you will adapt as an entrepreneur, and I think that's where a lot of people crash and burn is when they stick to their guns and they're like, either they know everything or they don't know how to adapt, or they're uncomfortable adapting, or they give up once they have to adapt once or twice. You won't keep going. And it's interesting because like as soon as we think we have it figured out at peak, it's like, we got to restructure this whole thing. And like my team is just like, our culture is restructured. Our culture has changed. And it's because we want to do so well at what we do that if we find a better way to do it, I mean, like we're smart enough to like test the water, but like ultimately we find a better way to do it. We're gonna do the work it takes to do it the better way. And I think that's what you have to do to stay in business.
Well, life evolves, the world evolves. Why wouldn't our business? It can't stay the same.
Yeah, especially
or it fails.
Size, industry change. I mean, there's so many reasons why it should change. And it's up to you as the leader to like recognize when that change needs to happen.
100%.